This is Andrea Rosa's submission called Days of Sorrow. It's part of a campaign that they put together called Champions of Kandia. As I had mentioned before I started recording, Andrea Rosa, maybe you didn't know this, makes a bunch of stuff for Brood War these days, but is actually quite well known in the Age of Empires community for making stuff for Age of Empires 2, or maybe the original Age of Empires, I'm not really sure to be honest. But it's kind of neat to see someone who's active in multiple communities like that. So this is map 6 of Kandia. It looks pretty big, but let's see what it's about. Days of Sorrow, Auriga Fleet, Primary Nexus, the following morning. We have a hero named Jenkins. I'm already excited. Entaru Adun, my friends. At last, the time for our final strike against the plight of Kandia has come. This is where our destiny is forged. Not only we are up against a devious Zerg Cerebrate and its hordes, but also a brainwashed, semi-omnipotent Protoss entity. We would have never made it this far without the help from the Auriga Fleet, and now we actually stand a chance to win. But the harsh reality is that many valiant lives will be lost today. Why do we not just use the Psionic Hurricane again? It proved to be quite devastating according to what you recounted. I don't know what the Psionic Hurricane is, but it sounds wonderful. Alas, we cannot. Judicator Mandelius confiscated the 6 sacred crystals during his punitive expedition. I begin to suspect that it was his objective all along. On the bright side, some of his followers have decided to join us. This means that we shall be able to equip arbiters, albeit at a higher cost than usual. Cheer up, boys. The last remnants of Delta Squadron are again on the battlefield. We aren't many, but we have the power of the atom on our side. And also a lot of improvements thanks to the secret files that we acquired on Artesia Prime. This will be our last mission, and we want to finish with style. Jenkins. That's a Zerglin, Jenkins. Lester Jenkins. Smaller town than Zerg. Our fleet shall throw itself against the swarm in a frontal assault. We've been unable to detect the position of the Zerg Cerebrate, but we believe that by eradicating all of its hives, we will deliver a critical blow to the creature, forcing it to recall its minions. This would allow us to buy time to reorganize ourselves and also regain direct contact with other provinces as we wait for scrolling, in preparation for a counteroffensive against the Overmind itself. Put an end to Utrabanazar's misery. Utnabanazar. Additionally, we have the Hermit Archon today. Hermit Archon. Although he's a victim of the twisted, unthinkable manipulations of the Zerg, he will be beyond redemption. Thus, we shall hit him with everything we have. Adun willing, eventually his massive plasma shield shall wear off, leaving him vulnerable even to a light breeze. Hermit Archon. Every couple years, he leaves his little shell to find a new one. It's time to show up once again that the Protoss shall never give up without a battle-hardened fight. For we are the firstborn, and we shall be the last left standing. Executor, we await your orders. Andrews would be offended at being called making maps for Brood War, as he insists he's making stuff for vanilla StarCraft. Well, alright. It's colloquially known as Brood War at this point, but whatever. Like, I genuinely don't care. Force Gorn to flee by destroying his hives. And put an end to Big Archon Lord, I assume.
Somebody call for an exterminator.
Oh, no. Okay. Bunkers have +2 armor. Missile turrets deal more damage. Nuclear missiles are 50% cheaper and faster to produce. Infantry weapons and armor upgrade at level 5 and fire. Okay. We have heroes. Do any of these need to survive? Yes, they all need to survive. Great. Okay. Started with a bunch of money. You'll love to see it.
Orders, Captain. Affirmative. Orders, Captain.
Said bunkers are better. And he can get his HP back. That's nice. What's going on out here? Oh, no. It's Wheel of Zerg again. Why do we have so many Wheel of Zergs this year?
Have engaged the enemy.
Huh? Look at this. Oh, nope. Goodbye. That's what you get for scouting, apparently.
I read you. Right away. way,
Your
sir.
warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
I deserve this. I think these are the ones that I drew down to us, because actually that's not too bad. Elite fire bats. If that means that they did any type of damage that wasn't concussive, they might be good, but unfortunately, no dice. They're cheap though. Get a couple.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Quantac. That's what they say, I'm telling you. Everyone tries to argue with me that they say contact. I'm 100% certain they say Quantac.
Give me some of this shooter, yo.
Report for duty. Roger that. Orders received.
You have not enough minerals.
Need a light.
SCV good to go, sir.
Additional pylons.
Yes, sir.
Protoss forces. Oh,
Standing by.
alright.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
SCV good to go, sir. Roger that. Right away, sir. Orders received.
Hey, dude, they're twice as good. That's pretty great. Let's start getting these upgrades, because they're apparently better. What in the name of a Dune was that? I think we know what it was, dog. We've all played this game. It's a Nidus worm. A new kind of Zerg transport strain. They've already encountered them on a remote planet. These worms are an extension of a nest-like creature called the Nidus network and can stretch in order to reach nearby locations before emerging and wrecking havoc.
You must construct additional pylons.
Oh, I thought I queued some up. Let's get those nukes and start nuking. They're cheaper. We need to find the Nidus network and dispose of it as soon as possible. We cannot fight adequately if these worms are doing something. Random position. That's intriguing. That's actually pretty neat. Oh yeah, Jenkins. Start nuking our way out of this mess. Should probably just get some cannons around based on that.
Not enough upgrade complete. Not enough minerals.
Jenkins, my man.
Call the shot. Piece of me, boy.
Today's forecast is extra balmy, slight chance of mushroom clouds. I like the little touch of him saying stuff when he's dropping nukes. We have to watch it. It's always satisfying. Blammo. Okay, I'm not that mad about the static defense because, again, we have a, we can, of course, nuke our way through them. I always like an opportunity to use nukes.
I'm here.
There's the Reavers, as was foretold. This one ran into my bunker.
Orders, Captain.
Looks like there's another one. No. Well, you know what? Yeah. I thought I had my... There you are. Okay. Let's come on down here and nuke this. And... Why are your freaking contraptions bombarding us?
Nuclear launch detected.
Okay, that's me. This is not the same as the last mission. The Hermit Archon is taking control of any robotic units. This is not what we needed today. We ride the road to ruin, and you were bound to follow us. The dead expect relief, but only find continuation. We rage against the forces that brought us... Wait, where is he?
Upgrade complete.
That brought us to existence. They will not stop, and neither will we. Neither will us. Neither will we. Destroys robotics facilities. Very much like to take some expansions, but again, we can't really go anywhere until we clear out some of these sections.
Orders, Captain? Right away, sir.
You got my attention.
Nuclear missile ready.
Where's Jenkins?
Never know what hit him. I hear that.
Okay, we will have cleared out all of these, which means we can start moving the observers forward, presumably. Dude, there's so much static defense everywhere.
Nuclear launch detected.
Good work, Jenkins, my boy. Let's come on down here. Well, next nuke will be up top on that expansion in the upper left.
You want a piece of me, boy?
It's just there's more on these high ground areas.
Instructions. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Upgrade lines higher. Yes. Upgrade complete.
A piece of me, boy?
Let's save. It kills the snake. Wait. First off, we found the Nidus network already. Second off, it kills anything that's on top of where they're at. Okay.
Nuclear missile ready.
I'm all over it.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Chaos. Purpose acknowledged.
You want a piece of me?
Let's try this.
We are under attack.
Ghost report.
Contact.
Ghost report.
Nuclear launch detected.
Now we can be the guys from the last mission.
Piece of me, boy?
We require more Vespene gas. We are under attack.
And we'll just keep doing that.
Purpose acknowledged.
Reporting for duty. Affirmative.
I hunger for battle.
I mean, I'm not proud of doing this, but we certainly can do it over and over.
I hear that. I'm gone. Never know what hit him. I hear that. I'm gone. Never know what hit him. I'm all over it.
Nuclear launch detected. Yes. We are under attack.
You want a piece of me,
Suppose that was acceptable, but not great. The extra armor on the bunkers is quite nice.
Under attack.
Let's hotkey these as separate just in case. The Reaver attacks are reasonable, and also the bunkers can afford to get hit by them, so it's not too bad.
We are under attack.
Never know what hit him.
Let's nuke this next.
Nuclear missile ready.
SCV good to go, sir.
Please.
All over it.
Please.
Never know what hit him.
Nuclear launch contact.
Reporting for duty.
We are under attack.
Finally.
Orders, Captain? SCV
complete.
There's some more gas for us. Let's save. I don't think we need to heal this guy just yet, but I probably should soon.
Reporting for duty.
We have a nice little force going here.
You want a piece of me, boy? Ghost report.
Like, this isn't crazy hard or anything. It keeps you on your toes, though. I like how it's crafted.
I'm here. I'm all over it. I hear that. Never know what hit him.
A little dangerous, I guess, to have him up there.
Yes. Jacked up and good to go.
I read you.
Our missile turrets are better, too.
Reporting for duty.
We're just very spread out here.
Reporting for duty.
Nuclear missile ready.
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
Oh, there's nobody in there. That's why. Like, I have units somewhere, but I'm not sure where they're at. There we go.
Yes, sir.
You've not enough minerals. Upgrade complete. Standing by.
I'm here. I hear that.
Okay, let's head on up here. See if we can keep poking at this Nidus network, because that's a problem.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Affirmative.
Don't need too many of these.
We are under attack.
Hopefully that didn't kill anything that was underneath it.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Zealot Lord's in trouble. We should be careful.
Never know what hit him.
Nuclear launch detected.
Perfect. That's gonna kill it. They're spawning Reavers now.
Jacked up and
Yes,
good to
sir. Orders, Captain.
You must construct additional pylons.
Come on, baby.
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
Nidus network has been destroyed. Henceforth, we will not have to worry about Niduses anymore. Oh, okay. Cancel that. Let's just head you back and get you
Job's finished. Reporting for duty.
get you nice and healed up.
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
I'm here. I'm gone.
Reporting for duty.
Come up here. We can set this. Oh, I can't make more.
Affirmative.
I'll restore. Can do that 2 more times or 1 more time.
We are under attack.
Job's finished.
Get him, Elite Fire Bat.
Orders received.
We are under attack.
Some units spread all over the place.
Yes.
Reporting for duty.
I'm here.
Let's get another nuke.
Finally.
What would you
This guy's basically retired at this point.
You must construct additional pylons. Eye for eye.
Job's finished.
Contact. Instructions. For eternity.
Nuclear missile ready.
Hopefully we can cram one in right there. Haha! And there's high ground crap everywhere. You hate to see it. No, no, no. I think these are the bad Reavers. Thankfully.
Orders, Captain.
Meaning they don't do the extra damage or anything like that.
Affirmative.
Call the shot.
I guess we want to come up here and try and take this.
I hear that.
Upgrade.
Head up here and send a goofy little force.
Finally.
I don't even know if this is necessarily needing of a nuke, but...
Over it. I hear that.
I have returned.
It's fine, it's cheap.
Nuclear launch detected. Initiated.
Surprising amount of stuff up there.
Instructions. My life fire.
Alright, and then...
Finally.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Never know what hit 'em.
Guardian hanging out, being a little jerk. Can I maybe get this set up now? I don't... no, okay, we're good. I was gonna say, there's no way that's not close enough.
Engaged the enemy. Standing by. Instructions.
I read you. Yes, sir. Right away,
Warriors
sir.
have engaged the enemy.
Roger that.
Instructions.
Okay.
What is necessary? Standing by. Allies complete. Upgrade complete. Make use of me.
Sorry, I'm hyper focused on this.
Have engaged the enemy. Cheers. My life for hire. Upgrade
Orders,
complete.
Captain. Right away, sir.
Get some bunkers going up there. We can get up to +4. Yeah, that's right. Our weapons on our infantry can be really good. I'm spread. Like, my money's being spread across multiple areas, which is not good.
Not enough minerals.
That's the issue. But the tried and true, like, a couple carriers mixed with a big old Protoss ground force is more than enough, I think, to handle this.
You got my attention. Have engaged the enemy.
I'll be honest, I think we all knew that was going to happen.
Need a light. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Iron claws.
Let's start the next one.
The enemy.
You want a piece of me, boy?
This is all unbuildable for some reason. Again, we have to start clearing out these high ground areas and maybe make some progress. I really just have no idea where, like, what direction we want to go in. There's just so many choices.
Piece of me, boy.
Orders received.
We are under attack. West of me.
I also really need to secure this upper left area so that I can take this base. That has to be priority number 1 now.
Cheers. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Casual Guardians. Okay. I think that thing's been there for a long time.
Instructions.
Okay, back up here.
Your warriors have engaged.
Try to get this guy back to base so it doesn't die. Let's save. It's been like 30 minutes, hasn't it? How long has it been? 25, okay. When my sense of time is getting messed up, you know that I'm focused in.
Upgrade complete.
base. I would like more upgrades.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Your command. You have not enough minerals.
Piece of me, boy.
Okay. And then we need to get this saturated ASAP because we're running out of money at home.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Get him, Firebat! An attempt was made.
Commencing. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
It's heating up! Don't worry, your bunkers are really good. That way they can die very quickly to... They can die really quickly to Reavers. It's what we had... It's exactly what you had hoped for.
SCV good to go, sir.
Complete.
Report for duty.
Okay, I think we go for the Reavers next. Let's get this saturated and play things pretty cool here. Just make sure that we stay relatively safe and defended.
I read you. Affirmative. Right away, sir.
Your
Gotta
warriors
rebuild
have
these.
engaged the enemy. You have not enough minerals.
I read you.
Those are the white hives that we have to destroy to, like, drive him off or something.
Yes, sir.
Give me some of this shit.
Order, Captain. Right away, sir.
We are under attack.
As we steadily add, like, a single carrier to each... After each attack wave, we should be in great shape.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Standing by.
Job Orders, Captain.
You want a piece of
Order
me, boy?
received. Right away, sir.
We got the extra gas going. I guess let's get a nuke ready for launch in the future. I don't think 3 carriers is necessarily enough to destroy these high ground areas. Actually, I think it's perfectly fine.
Have engaged the enemy. Affirmative.
There are actually ways to get up here.
Nuclear missile ready.
Warriors have engaged the enemy. Upgrade complete.
Right, upgrades, you love to see it. Then this, then these.
You have not enough minerals.
We just gotta focus on getting rid of Purple's production.
Under attack.
While not hemorrhaging too many of my other units.
Jacked up and good to go.
Report for duty.
Jacked up and good to go.
Okay.
Your command. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Yes, sir.
And I don't love going mass carriers or anything, but for a map this large, we need some momentum, and this will allow us to keep it. Oh, it would probably help if I did that. The map is really big. This definitely feels like it's coming from the end of this campaign. I think that's fine, but, you know, it's just a lot. Love to get these other upgrades too, but we gotta focus on building up our army a little bit more. Brown's coming in. So we'll build up Dragoon Zealot, and then we can even throw some Marines in there to help us against Mutalisks or something. Okay. I think that means the Reavers just spawned. I think. Pretty certain that means the Reavers just spawned. And again, we're not doing only mass carriers, keep in mind. We use them to support our army, but we're going to have a giant group of other stuff, right? That's the whole idea. Let's go 400-400 there. Dude, I knew I built that missile turret for a reason. Case of God. I'd love to go and find some other bases.
You want a piece of me, boy?
That's +5 coming out, I think. +5 attack, at least.
You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy?
We gotta go and check below us for a potential base.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Overall, the issue I have here is there's just so much spam stack defense everywhere. It's a little insufferable, but otherwise, it's fun. It's good. You know, you can use your nuking to an advantage for a while, at least, until you no longer feel comfortable in doing so. Let's go and grab another carrier queued up. There's another base. That's what we're looking for. This would have been arguably easier to take out. Okay, you guys take that stuff out. We'll send you guys back home to help us with the Reavers, because they're sending more and more and more and more. Let's go ahead and get a probe down. In fact, we can send all our probes down there.
Instructions. Affirmative.
And it really sucked to lose now because of a hero dying. That's probably what's going to happen, let's be honest.
Instructions.
But yeah, pretty clear feedback, at least right now, is this map is so big. Like, unless this is all empty space in the middle here, and it might be. That's the only thing I can imagine, because holy crap.
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals. We are under attack.
Nope, there's just a bunch of other enemy bases. Only at 35. I don't know if I have the endurance for this one. It's too big. It's just so huge. And I also have no money.
I read you.
Probably could have started pushing the carriers really early and avoided this nonsense, but unfortunately we are where we are. I'm gonna be honest, I actually think we should just restart now. Because either I'm gonna lose and then quit before I put in the full amount of time I could on this map. We're not gonna finish it one way or the other. That's a guarantee. But like the map is just huge, and I think it's because it's meant to be for a campaign. Of course, it's Champions of Kandia or whatever the heck it's called. But at the same time, it's too big for this, for like one slot of this event right now. So I think maybe we should. Well, no. I don't know. I actually don't know what I want to do about this.
Upgrade complete.
You have not enough minerals.
Jabo Venge. I know how this is going to sound, but I really don't want to purposefully quit something knowing I'm going to have to come back and play it again. I really just don't want it. I don't want to play it again. That's kind of the whole reason. Like, the map is fun, but it's so big, the thought of having to replay it again makes me really want to finish it now, if that is hopefully clear enough. It's got a lot going on, and again, I think that's because it's a finale. It's sort of unclear to me how much momentum we can have if we were to focus on being offensive. Because there's so much static defense everywhere that I feel incentivized to not be aggressive. And that's the problem. Because I'm incentivized to not be aggressive, I sit here and do nothing because the map is huge, so I don't know which direction I can move in. And I know that if I do, there's going to be so much garbage between me and anywhere that I want to go. So that's why I think if we just go Victory Fleet, if we can just keep holding out until we build enough of these things, especially now that we have the extra bases, I think we'll be in better shape.
You want a piece of me, boy?
And we just have to spread these things out because of the Reavers, and we have to stay on top of the Reavers when they spawn.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Like now. Their upgrades are like by all every stretch of the imagination, I should win here. I just think I've been doing very poorly at all the remastered submissions. Like, this one I think is quite good. It's put together quite well. It's just huge. It's just flipping huge. Bye. Let's go ahead and get another Stargate so that we can, you know, speed this process up.
Instructions.
Piece of me, boy.
Oh, they killed my other base.
Have engaged the enemy. Affirmative.
Where are the little squirmy boys? They should be right around here.
Affirmative.
Piece of me, boy.
The warriors have engaged the enemy. Affirmative.
I think one thing that also, this is definitely a mind flood mission. There was a lot of mechanics which I liked, but when you put them all together, it's like, I like that the Terran faction at least was a little abridged, and thank God for that.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Your command.
I can't make BCs. I can only make infantry as Terran. So we're at about 40 minutes. I think this will be a fine time to just say, like, look, I'm done with this. So there are 3 layers of enemy bases. Having even just this amount of information would be really helpful. So purple is really just like right in front of us. Again, the amount of static defense spam, too much. Just way too much. It dissuades the player from ever being aggressive, and then what happens is you sit in your base, and then this is what happens. I think, honestly, just making Zealot, like, the gateway spam like I described, probably would have been acceptable. Probably would have won it for us, but I just don't have the patience for this one right now, else I'm going to run out of energy for the rest of the day, let me tell you. This map was good, but I just don't have the gumption or the endurance to finish it at this point. It's a little, it's too much for me. But, you know, I'm not saying it's too much as a map. It's too much for me at this exact moment, and I need to stop. Otherwise, good map, good mechanics. Maybe the amount of mechanics is a little too much. But yeah, interesting stuff. Good work.